Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Phenomenal. What the heck is this? Well, Bitcoin's moving up. That's the awesome thing about it. We can see 95,000, that resistance range effectively broken. More vivid on the daily time frame here. We can see multiple reattempts, and now we got a goddish type of candle coming through here with a decent amount of volume. So you do want to be cautious, kind of shorting at this rate, but we do want to recognize also we got our macro point of control at 97,000. We have a lot of volume there. We may see some exit liquidity here soon, and if so, the price may pull back, but there's a lot of volume here, folks. We want to pay attention to that and recognize that that is an important factor. So we also want to take a look at liquidation too and see roughly where that puts us. Do me a favor, folks, hit the like button, comment below before you get a chance, or when you get a chance, if you get a chance, before you forget, because it really helps grow the channel, gets us in front of more people. So what we want to do is talk a little bit about liquidation. Well, yesterday we talked about 96 to 97,000 being that local area. We can see a lot of late shorts now at about 98 to 99. So keep in mind, these aren't shorts that are entering at that level. That's where they have their stop losses or liquidation events. So we got medium to high leverage shorts in position right now, and those are pretty heavy. So I wouldn't be surprised if we continue higher just to sweep those last area of liquidation upwards of about 99,000. So just know 98 to 99K could be the next target area there for the whales. We take a look here, market manipulation. Oh, sorry, I meant to say liquidation delta. We can see super high, about 12 billion liquidation delta, when about 4 hours ago it was pretty much nothing, pretty much zeroed out. So something happened in the market. There's a good chance that traditional markets are doing well. I know that they were doing awesome yesterday, and that could be factoring in kind of that residual of pushing the price action higher now that we've broken through that resistance range of 95,000. Having said that, 95,000 is the new support level for us now that we've broken it, with a lot of open interest at that level. What do you know here? That was a previous resistance turn support. So if we do see the price action pull back, 95K would be a logical pivot point for the next position up. Okay, so if you're going to take a short position, hypothetically, you want to probably secure profits between now and the low 95K range, just because the price may end up reversing itself there if it does pull back. Emphasis on the word if. We don't truly know, but at this point here, we want to presume it's going to go higher until it doesn't. And if we do take a look at the macro point of control, just kind of give you some perspective here. This is why waiting for the daily candlestick closures is helpful, because we see here, it's actually more like 96.5, but 97,000 is an easy round number. We can see we're above that level for the moment. So if we can maintain above that for the next 24, 48 hours, there's a solid chance that'll be the new low and the price will continue higher. Just keep in mind, these generally are construed as resistance ranges, so just bear that, kind of keep that, in your mind there. But what's important to recognize here is that we're testing 70 on the RSI on the daily. Generally speaking, the price usually remains below there unless you see a strong breakout. So oftentimes, when the price does break out, like we saw this previously back in November when we hit like from 96 to 100,000. If you remember that, that's when the things got a little crazy in the market. But the truth is, we were over 70 in the RSI and the price continued higher. So if we break through 70 in the RSI now, there's a solid chance continuation will move forward, because nobody really wants to try to sell. There's too much buying pressure. It's really what it boils down to. So we're kind of at the early stages of that, where we could very well see a continuation. Between now and then, it may be best to presume the price should pull back soon at 97 to 98K. Potentially 99,000 is a worst case scenario, but for the most part, it's probably generally best to just kind of avoid trading these conditions. I like to steer clear of trading conditions like this until we actually see where the top is hit, or when the top is in. And no, you don't truly know it. It's not like there's a line that says, oh, this is the top. But the truth is, when the price, you see a strong candle going up, just shorting against it is not like always the best idea. Manipulation's been super consistent lately, and while the price action should have pulled back, there was every single sign that the price should have pulled back. It's going up now. This is really standard stuff here. They trapped a lot of late shorts essentially. Now we take a look here. We can see MACD and stochastic are swinging up. Those are very strong signs. 4-hour time frame looks phenomenal. We bounced off 50 in the RSI. Stochastic money flow index is above the price action. We're over our moving average. There's a lot of reasons to not short this coin right now. Okay, so friendly advice, be very careful shorting at this point. Even though I've been talking about wanting to short 97,000 all week, you got to remain, I don't know, you got to remain fluent here. Basically, you want to make sure that you're not getting stuck on just one bias here. You can't be like permanently bearish or bullish, right? So at this point, we got to recognize there's a lot of volume flowing in. It may be better to consider the price is going to go higher before it goes lower. Okay, so my money is on this 97 to 98K range here, just based on this late liquidation that's accumulating between 97.5 and 98.5 more specifically. And if that were to come to pass, I'd be much more interested in a $98,000 to $99,000 short than I would right now. Once more, a lot of volume flowing in. You don't want to try to short against high volume. Ichimoku Cloud's also going to confirm that we broke out, and there's no real looking back here. So we've got like 9 out of 10 indications that a long position makes more sense. Me personally, I don't like to take longs at this level. So if I were to, I would wait for the price action to pull back to 95,000 and then consider a long. That's kind of where I'm at. I don't really like trading these middle grounds here. Once more, I don't like to sit there and watch the charts all day. You could probably day trade this scenario pretty well, but from a swing trader's perspective, waiting for 95 or waiting for like the 98 to 99K range is a lot more practical at this point than it is to try to just take a long at the top or to short too early, be an early short. There's a lot of potential problems here that could arise. So friendly advice, steer clear of trading Bitcoin for the moment. And what we'll do is we'll take a look at altcoins here shortly and just kind of recognize that, hey, Bitcoin dominance, it's still kind of ranging for the moment. So ultimately, altcoins, they may still pull back here soon. And bear in mind, we also have a weekend coming up tomorrow, or the start of a weekend. And notoriously, weekends have been pretty bad. So anyways, I hope that makes sense. I described everything correctly. Really appreciate you watching once more. Like, subscribe, follow if you haven't already, and obviously jump on over to our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord if you want to be part of our updates there, etc. Oh, last but not least, too, make sure you take advantage of this, folks. Here, this is to my Bitunix community. Nice little easy reward bonus there for just depositing funds, which you normally would do. Just make sure you do that in the next 2 weeks so you can kind of take advantage of that benefit there. Otherwise, if you haven't used them, they're awesome. No KYC or VPN, link down below. I look forward to working with you, folks. Have a great rest of the day. Thanks so much for your time. Take care out there.